Nobody can see that.
I'm trying to do it just for myself. And it's because I wanted to lift it up like that after I was done spinning. He's got his own box again. Hey, what's good guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we got a detailed look and review on these. I'm just gonna call them bad boys right now because this is the D Rose Son of Shine. So it looks like this is the latest D Rose model. I do not know if this is the latest signature. I don't believe it is because those are actually numbered, but this might be the latest kind of like team shoe, takedown shoe. I don't really know. All I know is that it's another amalgam of previous D Rose models. The most notable ones in it that I can see would be the 1.5 right there in the toe cap, and then the D Rose 4, which is this whole setup right here. I think these are gonna be bad boys right off the bat because I remember those D Rose 4s were awesome. So were the Crazy Quicks, I think it was what they were called, but those had like thinner traction, but a very similar like low profile setup. The difference though is that these guys have bounce. Tell me more, tell me more. But before we talk about all of that bounce, we're gonna talk about the outsole one more time. Tricked you. But yeah, this guy right here is very reminiscent of the D Rose 4. So we've got herringbone, it's in multiple directions. It's also split up. So this was what they were calling the new generation or next generation Pure Motion. The original generation Pure Motion was a little bit more like a feet you wear, but with a flat pod. So it looked like feet you wear where it had like where your step zones or strike zones are gonna be, but they were flat and smooth and they had like what they called cilia traction. It was very weird. And these guys right here are just tried and true herringbone. Again, new generation or next generation Pure Motion. And that's pretty much it. I do think that this is going to be great indoors and outdoors because I remember playing, I had a couple of pairs of D Rose 4s that played them both and they were just awesome everywhere. However, the cushion was not. That was just pure EVA and I think it was like a heel crash pad of Adiprene or Adiprene Plus. Whereas this guy right here is full length bounce, and I love that because I love bounce cushion and I was worried that it was going away. And what shoe was it? Was it the Dawn Issue 3s?
I think so.
Yeah, because those use light strike, right?
Yep, that is what it is. Yep, yep, yep.
But yeah, these guys right here are back to bounce. I think that's great because again, bounce is awesome, man. This is great. If you don't know about bounce cushion and Adidas, you've missed out. It's a really solid, affordable option.
I have spoken.
This one right here though doesn't feel quite like the bounce that I love, which is unfortunate. I hope that it just breaks in, but it might also just be because this is a low profile setup, so it's a little bit thinner. However, I do think that this is what they should have done with the D Rose 1 and 1.5 retros, right? Where they like do the resto mod and all that stuff that they did with the T-Max, where they replaced the EVA or Adiprene with bounce, which is kind of what they're doing here. They actually did that with the D Rose 4 resto mod, which has not released here in the States yet. I tried to buy a pair over at Champs and then they canceled my order. You can feel the bounce in the heel more than in the forefoot, which is a plus. So again, I'm hoping that it just needs to break in time. Fingers crossed. The upper on these guys is real, just kind of meh. Like I don't really like love it. I don't really hate it. It just is what it is. I think it'll be a nice performance shoe. Looks nice and breathable. You got this like ripstop looking stuff, even though it's not ripstop. One of the things that I always just, it's like a head scratcher to me is when you have these open windows. So you see where it's like see-through but black. You would think that those would be breathable sections, but they're actually not. It's just full on, like it's a layer in there. So I always think that's really weird when they add breathable looking components to a shoe that are not actually breathable. But everything on this shoe is synthetic. There's no genuine leather anywhere. So if you're a vegan sneakerhead or a vegan basketball player or whatever, and you don't like wearing animal products on your feet, then this one right here does not use any of that. The heel counter is TPU. I think that it looks great. It's one of my favorite parts of this shoe. I also really like the pull tab on the heel. It's just really, it's clean. You know, they don't normally put that much effort into modern hoop shoes like this. So I like it when they do that, especially over at Adidas. And right here, got a nice molded collar, which looks dope. The flywire lacing is a little weird because this is not a Nike shoe. So I don't love that, but you know, it is what it is. And then you got a nice D Rose logo right there on the tongue, peeking through the mesh. Looks dope. I love it. I love that he's got his own box again. Like D Rose, one of my favorite players in this modern era of NBA. I just hated, you know, what has happened to his on-court reputation since his injuries and stuff like that. And I've always just felt like he was still that dude, and he is now, again, that dude. Now, as far as sizing is concerned, believe it or not, these fit tight. Adidas is just back at it again. I'm not saying to go up half a size, but I am saying try them on if possible because you might need to, especially if you wear an ankle brace.
Ooh.
Yeah, like those people, you should always bring your braces in the stores when possible. I know during the last year and a half, it's been a little bit hard to do something like that.
Yeah.
With all the closures and shutdowns. But if you do wear an ankle brace all the time, which there are a lot of players that do that, bring those with you to the store. Just like if you wear an orthotic, bring that with you to the store. I know it sounds weird, but you need to make sure that these fit, and it's your duty to do that. Like that's your one job as a consumer, is to make sure that you are well equipped to go in there and make a purchase. So again, they do fit very snug. They are a comfortable snug because everything's synthetic, but very snug nonetheless.
I wanted to commend you for something. You and your vast brain here.
I don't know if I don't know if I believe you.
No, because you were standing there and you're like, oh, I see the 1.5s, and so my brain is immediately trying to match you just so I can like bring something to the conversation, and I'm like, and the shoe that I was reaching for isn't even in this line, which goes to show you that Adidas definitely has a flavor across all their shoes, because the shoe
An
that
aesthetic.
Yes.
The
shoe that was coming to mind is a D Rose shoe.
Which one?
The 3, like the overall shape of it.
The D Rose 3. Hold on, let me think.
It has the napkin. That's what you call it.
No, that's a Dame.
Damn it! The Dame 3. See, I can't even keep it straight now. Ah, Jody, you did your homework and you failed. But yeah. So anyways, how he keeps everything straight.
Oh,
I
it's
don't
not
know.
easy. It's not always, things are very much upside down and backwards in there. Okay, so yeah, it's not easy to keep things straight.
But you got it just off of me saying napkin, so.
That's because I coined that. I called it the napkin.
I have a
Nobody
hard
else.
time seeing the napkin. It's a triangle with holes in it.
It's damn near a paper towel. It's like the f***ing tearaway sheets that you get on Bounty where you can pick their, you know what I mean? It's a f***ing,
They don't come out in triangles.
it's a napkin.
But anyways,
I don't know if these do look like those though.
I don't know, the silhouette.
The thing is that I was trying to find, just based off of memory alone, like I haven't Googled like the D Rose models, but I was trying to see which one of these shoes has more of this in it, and I really don't see it. If there's more than the 1.5 and the 4 in here, please let me know. Like Adam is a big D Rose fan.
Oh yeah.
He'll probably be like, actually, I see, you know what I mean? So like, if you could do that, that would be awesome, because I'm kind of like stuck right now. They do have an aesthetic, so like,
They do.
you know, especially through years. So it's not like you can go to the one and be like, yeah, there's a clear aesthetic through the line.
No,
it's not
there's
that.
not.
It's through design years. So like Adidas from 2016 to 2017, a lot of their shoes look the same. And it's just, it is what it is. So they have like these weird aesthetics. They've been doing that since the 90s, like all that feet you wear.
Yes.
It all looked the same.
Well, and in recent years with like the Dawn Issues and Harden, like all of those could be.
They have a design language.
Yes.
And instead of it being per line, it's just throughout. Like
Yeah.
it's through the whole brand. And that's where like I'll give like other brands credit, like Nike and stuff like that, Jordan brands, that they do try to make their shoes have not an overarching theme. It's not like they're taking one thing and being like, okay, they might do that with colors. Like you might see like the Space Jam, whatever, and it's not really the Space Jam, so be careful, you know what I mean? Like if
Yeah.
you're not in the know, but like other than that, they all look different. Adidas doesn't really do that. Adidas has a very like hard, I don't know if they do that on purpose. They have a language, man, and it's like real strange. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all the support. Let me know what you think about these down below in the comment section. Also, how happy are you? I am so happy. It felt like he was getting demoted.
Yeah, it did.
Okay,
He was
it
forgotten.
felt like Adidas was just like, this guy, he's no longer important. As a brand partner, shame on you. Like, you should never do that to your athletes. That should never have happened to this dude. I was very unhappy with his stuff, and I'm so glad we have a box again. It's a little touch, but it's necessary. He's a beast. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all the support, and until next time, guys, have a good one.
I can't believe I messed up so hard.
I can.
I was just like, I'm gonna give you like major kudos here and explain myself so well, and then I'm like, bleh.
Hey.